Thomas Piketty, Capital and Ideology. In Capital and Ideology, Thomas Piketty embarks on an illuminating journey through the annals of history to dissect the entangled relationship between power, property, and societal roles that have perpetuated inequality over the centuries. This book's summary delves into the intricate structures of pre-modern societies, particularly focusing on the ternary system of clergy, nobility, and commoners that spanned across Europe, India, China, and the Islamic world. It masterfully uncovers how these societal groups maintained their influence and justified disparities through intricate ideological frameworks. As you explore the dynamics that transitioned from these age-old systems to modern states, you'll gain insights into the fluctuating boundaries of social mobility and economic doctrines that persisted even amidst revolutionary upheavals. With this foundation, the summary challenges you to understand how these historical frameworks have shaped contemporary inequality regimes, offering a deeper reflection on power and property in our world today.
Power and inequality. Imagine societies long ago, where people belonged to three distinct groups: clergy, nobility, and commoners. The clergy, as spiritual and intellectual guides, offered religious and moral counsel. Nobles ensured protection and order, wielding swords to shield communities. Meanwhile, commoners formed the backbone of everyday operations. This trinity of roles wasn't confined to a single land but spanned continents, touching Europe, India, China, and the Islamic world. This structured inequality persisted for centuries, even as modern states emerged. Local power held fast, with property and governance often entangled with noble and clerical authority. Yet, this landscape was never static. The balance of power constantly shifted, painting a picture of subtle evolution rather than rigid permanence. The rise of centralized states began to blur these lines, assuming functions like security and education. As new states unfurled their influence, they gradually eroded the traditional roles of nobility and clergy, transferring power to modern institutions. The shift differed from one place to another. France saw swift revolutionary changes that toppled old orders, while Britain and Sweden experienced more gradual transitions. Despite seeming rigidity, these societies allowed for some social mobility and fluidity in identities, reshaping the norms of the time. Exploring the evolution of these ternary societies provides valuable insights into today's inequality regimes. By examining how power and property were intertwined, we uncover the building blocks of sustained disparities. Understanding the ideologies that supported these divisions helps to highlight the forces uniting past and present inequities. These insights reveal the resilient threads of inequality stretched across history, guiding us to decipher contemporary challenges within a broader historical context. Foundations of inequality. In medieval societies, divisions of labor were essential, persuading workers to accept their roles and encouraging the upper classes to balance power between the clergy and the nobility. These texts depicted social roles as sacred and predetermined, ensuring each group upheld their specific duties. This system, according to some historians, played a crucial role in promoting free labor and contributed to the decline of serfdom in Western Europe before the Black Plague, encouraging new methods of cooperation in production. The complex debates of the time, including those by Size in France in 1789, showcased the intricate societal dynamics. Size defended the church while critiquing noble privileges, highlighting the nuanced interactions within these layered societies. Despite reductions in the nobility and clergy populations, these groups managed to maintain their wealth and influence. By owning a substantial proportion of land, up to 30% just before the Revolution, nobles and clergy used economic doctrines and property laws to protect their wealth, setting a precedent for modern capitalism. The Catholic Church, with property holdings reaching 35% across Europe, developed methods and laws to bolster this control, demonstrating an advanced level of property management. Understanding these societal mechanisms reveals how early inequality regimes operated, shaping today's inequalities. The ternary societal structure, deeply entrenched in power, property, and designated roles, underscores the enduring nature of inequality. Recognizing these historical debates and mechanisms deepens our understanding of what drives contemporary disparities. Thomas Piketty's Capital and Ideology provides insight into how societal structures have historically framed significant inequalities through power, property, and ideological endorsements, offering a foundation to explore how societies have justified wealth and power disparities.
Through this guide to Capital and Ideology, you're offered a comprehensive view of how historical societal frameworks, particularly the ternary system, have sculpted the modern landscape of inequality. Piketty reveals that despite revolutionary changes and evolving state roles, the ideological foundations sustaining these disparities have endured across ages. The summary illustrates how the power dynamics among clergy, nobility, and commoners set precedents for modern economic doctrines and property rights, elements critical in fostering capitalism and today's wealth disparities. By unraveling the sophisticated interplay of societal roles and exploring the enduring legacy of these structures, this exploration enriches our understanding of contemporary inequality. As you conclude this journey, consider the potency of historical context in influencing current societal structures and appreciate the value in reevaluating these power dynamics to better comprehend and address present inequalities.